Everyone, it's Mr. Rutherford, and we are going to do High School and Beyond Plan lesson number 8, the final lesson. Today I'm going to kind of show you how to do the submission so that your advisory teacher can grade your High School and Beyond Plan. It's pretty simple. It's pass or fail. You did it or you didn't. The other thing, the last part of this is to complete the High School and Beyond Plan submission survey. And so that's how we communicate. Did you like this or didn't you like the High School and Beyond Plan? So that's how we communicate with the state. So the first thing you're going to do, just like we've always on all of them, you log into your to-do list. So the to-do list, you need to find the Submit High School and Beyond Plan. Don't get this confused with Submit Course Plan. So here in the blue, it says Submit Course Plan. We are not ready for this. Probably next year, we're going to start being able to have you choose your classes for the following year. But not ready for that yet, so just ignore it. If it says Submit High School and Beyond Plan, that's what you want to do. So you're going to click on that, and then it says Go to Feature. You're going to click on that. When you do that, you're going to get a screen that looks like this, and I have an example student here, John McCormick, I think is his name. And it says if it's pending completion, which is most of you, and you can see this little red area, it says that it's not ready yet. And so if you are done with everything, then it's going to be green. But red, you're going to click on Start Plan. And there's some things that we're going to just click on and do to be able to get this all completed. So when you click on the plan, it comes up with a checklist, and I think there's like 8 parts or something like that. So during the lessons, most of the parts were directly filled into this. Some were for information so that you guys kind of knew what was going on here at Napavine. So there might be a few pieces missing, but for the most part, it should be pretty straightforward. So the first one, it says, what is your High School and Beyond Plan? It's just telling you what is it. You just click on the blue box, which takes you to the next one, which number 2 is this career interest. If you remember, we did some assessments at the start when you did onboarding on the first one, and that automatically filled this in. And so it should be good to go if you did your onboarding. So you're going to click on the blue button. And so the next thing is, if you remember, we did a lesson on goals. And so that was kind of broken up into 2 parts. One was we talked about colleges and career goals and those type of things. So on this, it should be all filled in if you did the lesson on goal setting. So this student is planning on doing, getting where they're going to work and what their goals are. And of course, they're going to Washington State University, so that's all good. And so if that is filled in, then it's going to be blue. If it's not filled in, then you have to go back and complete that, and it helps you with that. So we push the blue box again in the corner that says next. And this one just tells us, okay, this student decided they were going to be in advertising and marketing management. That was their career goal, and so that automatically fills this in. Piece of cake. So again, push on next. So this one is, what is your plan as of today? So, and everybody, a 7th grader is going to have different answers as opposed to a senior. And so everybody's got some different things, but I like this information. I could probably talk about this for a long time. It gives you, you don't just show up every day and pass your classes and then you graduate. There's some things, we call those pathways, and that's a really big term in education. We want to have a pathway so that when you get out of high school, you're going to be a productive citizen. So there's a couple of things that you need to understand. So one is, if you want to go in the military, it's got an ASVAB score. We give the ASVAB test here at Napavine. So you can take that test. It tells you what your score needs to be. So if military is what you're thinking of, a lot of students do career and technical education as their pathway. And so that one is the best way I can say it is it's 4 semesters in one area. So if you do 4 semesters of commercial art, 4 semesters in ag mechanics, 4 semesters in visual communications, 4 semesters in culinary, I think that's most of them. That gives you a pathway. And so then you can click on that and you're done. And so that's one way you can do it. The other is kind of the more traditional is different tests. And so what's your score on the ACT test, the PSAT test? What are, how all of those fit together? The SBAC test, those are all tests that we offer here at Napavine that you can take, and it's got the scores of what you must have to be able to officially graduate. So not only do you take all your classes and show up every day, but you also have to show that you learned something. So that's how that works. So again, you click the blue box, you move on. The next part, because this student that we had, he chose CTE as the pathway. There's one other question on this section. It asks you, what is your plan after high school? As of today, what is your plan after high school? Are you going to do a gap year? Are you going to go to college right away? Are you going to go into an apprenticeship? What's your plan? So you pick one on the drop down, push the blue box, and away you go. The resume. So there's a reason why we do resumes in your junior year in ELA. And so that gets you ready for this. And other teachers in different classes have resumes. If you have a resume, then you can upload it. So you just use the file upload. If you don't have a resume, then you can use use your profile. So you click on use your profile. And if you do that, it goes back to here's your profile that you had at the start. Here's your goals. It has some other things like your strengths and weaknesses. What are your experiences? And you can fill that out. It takes just a few minutes, and then you have a resume. And once that's completed, then you can click again the blue box, and you're done with resume. The course plan, your high school and beyond. It's going to happen next year, but they put that on there. Are you ready? Do you know what classes you're planning on taking? You can put yes or no. Do you think that you're ready for that? And then you push the blue box. The next one is our last lesson was lesson 7. And lesson 7 was about financial aid. And whatever the financial aid is, whether it's scholarships or FAFSA or the state scholarships. I know my daughter went on a STEM full ride scholarship because she filled out the state STEM scholarship. And so all of those are in here. You looked at them, and the one thing a couple teachers asked me, I know on your to-do list, it's got all of them listed, but the only one that you're required to do is the one for the grade that you're in. Each one of those lessons is different. So if you wanted to go back with your parents and look at different types of financial aid, you could do that. Those lessons are there and they're open so that you can look at them. So that is just information for you. If you're a senior, then you're going to say, yes, I know what the college bound scholarship form is. If you're not a senior, then you click not a senior. And then you push submit again. And so that means we're done. So we've got everything completed, and we're going to submit our plan. And now, because there was an acknowledgement also that said that yes, this is your high school and beyond plan. That gets sent to your teacher, and so your teacher, now that it says it's submitted here in green, your teacher can give you your passing grade, your quarter of a credit for completing this. And so, good job. And congratulations on completing your high school and beyond plan. But there's one more thing that I need you to do. I need you to go back to your high school and beyond plan to-do list. And when you go back there, you're going to find the high school and beyond plan feedback survey. And so this is the part that the state wants to know. And this is your way of saying, hey, I like this or I don't like it, what, and that kind of information. There's only 6 questions. It'll only take you a minute. You complete the 6 questions, you click done, and guess what? Congratulations, you have completed your high school and beyond plan. So this is due at the end of the semester. And next semester, we're doing your student-led conferences. And I love going and watching those student-led conferences and seeing all the cool things that you guys are learning. So congratulations on completing this, and good job.